Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am reading on the future of Social Security, but with very specific questions. So, Social Security is going to be, well, they say insolvent, right? In 10 years. What does insolvent mean? Well, that looks like it means there's a plan for full benefits to cease in 2033, maybe go down to 75% reimbursed to contributors, which is such a ripoff. I mean, it's such a ripoff. I'd be upset about it, but the millennials will have it worse than Gen X, so I don't know. But we can all be upset about it. I guess we should be upset about it. That is what has protected Social Security in the past, and it will protect it in the future, I hope. So we should get mad about it. But I want to look at that. Does that indeed occur? And then I want to ask, will anything be done to prevent it? Now, I watched a video by Robert Reich, who is wonderful. He served in Bill Clinton's cabinet, and he spoke about removing the cap on the wealthiest. For instance, like there's a certain amount at which Social Security is no longer taken from it. Like I think it's something like $150,000 a year, $170,000 a year, something like that. If you make over that money that you make over that is not subject to Social Security deductions. So you keep it all. And Robert Reich would say, just get rid of that cap. We'll be fine then. Let's see what happens with that. What does happen with Social Security? Do they come upon solution? Hierophant. Well, I like that the Hierophant is upright because that usually means government working. Let's see. The challenge is the Hanged Man. We have to see things from a new perspective. Like the prevailing beliefs about Social Security, about taxation, about all of those things really does need a shift before they can save Social Security. Underneath it all, we have the Knight of Coins. Okay, people still working. Yeah, in the past, we have the World. Well, also in the U.S., people are saying, oh, surely other Western nations do better by their retired people. But then that also kind of means, I know the UK has had concerns about being able to meet their pension for their retired persons. So maybe this is a worldwide problem as well. Of course, the boomers are going to be taking that retirement, have started already taking that retirement. And in 10 years, I mean, there'll still be lots and lots and lots of boomers still taking that retirement. So, and they're the largest generation. So I see this would be a worldwide problem, wouldn't it? Okay. Above it all, not to say boomers are a problem. There's enough money. There's enough money. There's enough money. Just we have some weird phobia in the U.S. about taxing the rich ever since Reagan and a little before. Okay. Above it all is the Hermit. The Hermit. I feel like I'm glad to see the guides helping with this, maybe. The feeling I have, maybe that's also reminding me that I could talk about what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is there is going to need to be something done, because even if they cut it back to 75%, and I feel like that'll be delayed, the time at which they begin doing that will be delayed, but then it'll be apparent that if they start doing that, that's only a stopgap measure. Pretty soon they're going to have to cut it to 50% of the reimbursement is received, and maybe lower. So I feel like the outrage is going to increase. It's just the lack of fairness, to pay in all your life and not get even the minimum. That's ridiculous. So I do see a solution coming for this, but I see a period of uncertainty and outrage and, yes, protests and politicians really putting the heat being put on politicians to save Social Security. or else not get voted in. So I do see a solution, but I just see some discomfort for a while there. Immediate future is the King of Cups. We need more compassionate government. I feel like this is part of the Hanged Man. We need to see things from a more compassionate perspective, and we will be. We will be. Because even though every generation has its own, has flaws, and we all can be mean, and we all can be judgmental, and all of that, I do think there's a trend toward greater emotional insight and greater making emotional needs more important, making needs for security more important, talking about anxiety, talking about these issues. I think there is a trend through the millennials and then the Gen Z. I think there's a trend toward more compassionate views on things, on policy matters. So I do think that is going to help. So that's what I see. I'm not so very worried about it. I do think, unfortunately, Social Security benefits right now are really not enough to live on for most people, not even close. So for now, right now, people do need to find some way to supplement their income by investing or some such thing. Sometimes people have home equity and they refinance and use that home equity for many, many years. But there are supplements needed for most people. Or if you're fortunate enough, if family helps, that's good too. If you're fortunate, you've invested and you've got it covered, good job. That's good planning. But I do not see Social Security eliminated. I do not see it crumbling. I don't see it going away. I think there may be some discomfort. It may be cut back a bit at some point, and then that has to be remedied. There have to be more sources of aid or something coming in to help seniors, or it's built up somehow. That's what I see. So less worry, I guess, more planning, and I wish you all the very, very best. Thank you. Bye-bye.